Hey, hey.
Hello,
Luke Archer here.
Rachel Archer here.
Welcome to Transformation Tip Tuesday. My partner drives me crazy.
Do they?
No, you don't drive me crazy.
That's good.
So over the weekend, I went away and took the kids away. We went to my dad's house and did some camping. He's got a little bit of property, so we did some camping over the weekend, the kids and I, to give my wife some time for herself, because we're completely different. Obviously, Rachel's Rachel, I'm Luke. Other than that, Rachel's a bit more of an introvert. I'm an extrovert. So Rachel likes her time to herself, and
Which is tricky sometimes when you're in a relationship and you live with people and you have young children and
you're with this crazy dude.
I know, he just wants to talk all the time. Yeah. It's good though.
So I drive Rachel crazy. it's the truth.
That should be the title.
Yeah, it should be
Luke
the
drives
title.
me crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, we thought we'd cover this topic because, it's a good topic. I think the more, because we've, over probably the last 12 years, we've really started to get to know each other more and more and more and more and more. And the deeper we get to know each other, I think the more that, as much as we drive each other crazy, it just sort of, it brings out a side of ourselves that we're like, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, I didn't know that about me. Like, why does it drive me crazy? Oh, I just need some time for myself. So, we use our relationships to really find out where we need to work on ourselves. I think it's, it's just very, very easy to go, oh, it's all Rachel's fault, oh, that's the way she's the way she is because of this and this and this, but it's also go, right, well, where do I take ownership over my actions or how I'm turning up for her, or turning up for myself first, so I've got energy to give to her. So.
Yeah, so true. Yeah, I think I used to, because we're very different in how we go about a lot of things. And yeah, I think I'm really grateful that you give me that time to just be on my own and that sort of thing. And then, you have your time as well, out with your friends and surfing and doing what you want to do as well to help you sort of re-energize and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
And it's interesting as well, like when we have like a conversation, because we've never had an argument, which I think is really interesting. But I think also, like, when I want to, like, let's just say we have a disagreement on something, I always want to like resolve the situation right then and there. That's it, end of story. Like, let's resolve this. Whereas Rachel takes like 3 days to come to a conclusion. So I'm sitting here going, oh my goodness, wow. 3 days and like I've learnt to just like let things go. Like it's really taught me just to go, hey, look, I can't. Oh, it's going to be 3 days, so I've just got to sit and wait and just deal with my stuff that comes up.
True. And I've learnt to go, no, I don't need advice right now. I don't need to solve this right now. Just give me some time. Like, because I used to really beat myself up about not being able to talk about it then and there. But often, I think sometimes as a female, we find it really. I know for me, like sometimes my emotions get the better of me and I find it overwhelming. So, it's good for me to take that time to process and just be on my own and journal and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Well, that's not just a female thing. I think emotions can get the better of males too. Like,
not true.
Something that pops up for me would be like frustration and anger or like, oh, I want to like, let that out. But at the same time, it's like, oh, when you realise that, hey, look, it's okay. It's nothing is ever too urgent in the moment.
So true.
So it's unless it's something that is super urgent, we can wait 3 days. So
yeah. And one of the ways that we stay on top of our communication, I guess, is that we have a weekly meeting at the start of the week, and it's because we have a business together. You know, we've got the kids, we've got lots of moving parts. You know, we really take that time to plan our week, let each other know what we need from each other, or where we might need some help, or how we're feeling, that sort of thing. That's been really, really helpful for us. So if that's a takeaway for you tonight to implement, even in your own life, just to take that time each week to reflect on what you want to do each week and that sort of thing, what you want to get from the week, how you want to feel. It's been really helpful.
We sort of do it on a daily too, though. Like we don't watch a lot of TV, so we sort of like asking each other at night, how was our day? You know, the next morning, or what have you got planned for today? Even though we've gone through that already, but like, has anything popped up? But
Yes.
some other things that may help too. Like I know for like as a man, I want to fix everything for Rachel all the time. Like I want to be the fixer, which is. Like is like for me, like not being able to fix something of Rachel's is like super like frustrating. I want to go, I just want to resolve that for you. I want to talk about it to help you. And sometimes I've had to, in the past, I've learnt the cues. But does Rachel just need me to listen to her? Like, am I the person she should be? Like, be here for her, or like, or should I provide a solution, or is there something that I can go, look. Ask her questions. Tell me more about it. Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Or tell me about this other area. Or tell me about that. Like instead of just dropping with, hey, just fix it like this or fix it like that.
Because sometimes we don't want you to fix it. We just want to be heard and just need to vent or, yeah. Thank you for that.
My pleasure. It's just one of the many talents you've taught me.
Why, thank you.
All right, that'll do. We've got a few comments.
Just heard on Instagram that it hasn't been super clear, so
okay.
I'm not sure about the sound on that one, but thank you for letting us know, lovely.
And so if you've got maybe your communication style, I know that if you look at the 5 love languages, I'm a touch person, like just always touching. So, whereas Rachel's
I'm
like
not.
No, she's not. No, she's like is that like on the bottom of your list?
No.
Oh, okay.
About mid.
Yeah, time.
Quality time.
Time person. So that's a really good one to sit. The love languages, the 5 love languages by Gary Chapman. Then you can sit a little quiz online and find out. You and your partner sit it as well. I think there's also a kids one too, which really helps. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Invest in your relationship because it's where you'll spend a lot of your time.
Yes, absolutely.
Alrighty, team.
All right.
Have a wonderful week, and
Yes.
we'll see you next week. Over now.
Bye-bye.